Hi guys, it's Sophia. Welcome to Sophreakingood. Today we're making a chocolate, date, and nut kielbasa. It's actually a dessert, even though it looks like deli meat, and I'm gonna show you how to make it. It's so freaking good. This dessert is super high in fiber. It's made with dried fruits and nuts, and then you put it in the freezer so that you can slice it up nice and thin. It's perfect for charcuterie boards, it's nice as a snack, and the whole family will love it. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit the little bell so that you get notifications whenever we post a new video. Let's get started. For this recipe, you can use any kind of dried fruits and nuts that you like. You can make this with raisins, you can make it with prunes or figs. I'm using dates today, and I'm also using pistachios and salted almonds. You can use any kind of nuts or seeds you want. I like to add in a little pinch of salt, and I'm actually using salted roasted almonds because I think it gives it a nice contrast when you have the sweetness of the dried fruits and a little bit of salt. It kind of reminds me of trail mix. So we're gonna get started. I have 12 large medjool dates that I've soaked in hot water just for a moment, just to soften them up. This amounts to about 1 cup of packed dates. So we're gonna add this into the food processor here. I also have a half a cup of salted roasted almonds. Again, you can use any kind of nuts or seeds you like. And a half a cup of roasted shelled pistachios. And I did say this was chocolate date kielbasa. I have a quarter of a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can use baking chocolate, you can use just a bar of dark chocolate, whatever you like. I've used salted nuts in here, but I am gonna add an extra pinch of salt just to give a bit of contrast of flavor. And we're gonna pulse this all until it comes together into sort of one big clump. You'll be able to tell when this happens because the food processor, the movement inside the food processor will kind of come to a stop and everything will just clump together. Sometimes when the mixture clumps up, everything hasn't been as processed as I'd want it to be, so you can sometimes scrape down the sides and just do this a couple of times. You still want fairly big pieces, but in this case, it clumped together a little too early, so I'm going to scrape down the sides. And you want to just pack it in between the blades so that when the food processor starts up again, it keeps processing this. It doesn't look like much now. It's just a bunch of chopped up nuts and seeds and dried fruits, but we're gonna roll this into a log shape and coat it with toasted sesame seeds, and then we're gonna stick it in the freezer to set. We have our toasted sesame seeds here, waiting for the outside coating. But here, we have our processed dried fruits and nuts. So I'm just gonna get rid of the blade. I'm gonna put that over here. And we're gonna empty it out onto a piece of parchment paper. Technically, you can use plastic wrap for this too. I'm gonna empty it all out. Now we are going to use the parchment paper to roll it into a log shape. This is called kielbasa because it kind of looks like a smoked meat or a salami. So that's what we're aiming for. So we're going to sort of use our hands and anything else we need. Give it a second. And we're gonna roll it out into a log shape. So you keep sort of pressing everything together. I'm even gonna use the spoon here to take some off this end and add it to this end. And we're going to roll some more. Until you have something that looks vaguely sausage shaped. So now that this is rolled, it's still very pliable and sticky. We're gonna put a layer of toasted sesame seeds on the outside to form sort of a crust. You can also do this with finely shredded coconut or anything else that you like, but I'm using toasted sesame seeds here. So we're going to sort of spread them out in front or behind, and then sort of roll this onto the seeds to coat it. And press them in there, and then just keep working your way around it until everything is coated in sesame seeds. And you can shape it along the way. Make sure that everything is covered, and you will have something that looks like this. Now we're going to wrap it up in plastic wrap, and we're going to stick it in the freezer for several hours or overnight. So this one has been in the freezer overnight, and when it's ready, it's much firmer. You can unroll it, and you can cut it. And what you get are these deli meat looking slices, like so. If there's one healthy dessert you guys need to try, it's this chocolate date and nut kielbasa. It's so freaking good. This chocolate date and nut kielbasa is one of those trick foods where it looks like one thing but tastes like another. Let me know in the comments if you can think of anything else like this, any other recipes that look one way and taste another. If you like this recipe, why not share it with a friend? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on So Freaking Good. It looks like deli meat, but it's sweet and it's high in fiber. There's, nope, it's Sophia. Welcome to So Freaking Good. Today we're making a chocolate date and nut kielbasa. It doesn't sound, no, but no. Hang on, let me put them out like this.
I can do that.
Yeah, of course you can. I was gonna offer it to Ellie, but sure.